All right. Welcome to Mr. Laughter TV. As you guys understand, this is Voicing the Kingdom podcast that is brought to you every single Saturday, but today is Sunday, so we just want to talk about a little bit of something here that is very, very important. As you guys know, uh, yeah, we have branded the channel a little bit. If you notice, we used to have Tommy Bed TV, but right now we decided to go really solo with just my name, and that is what I'm gonna go with for this channel, and it's gonna be Mr. Laughter. That is my name. So we are gonna be talking about finances, and as you guys know, Voicing the Kingdom podcast talks about some of the key things that as married partners, you guys always no, there are always things that we want to address as far as marriage is concerned. So, very, very crucial. Today, we are just going to talk about money. We know money is a very, very big thing. And I want to just start straight away from reading from the Bible verse that we have here, which is going to help us to really go through and understand exactly what we really know about money. As you guys know, you can also have two masters, and that is very clear in the Bible. So straight away, we want to see, like, if you guys see, let me put on my glasses so that it can help me see a little bit. Growing old. I can read so much, but yeah, that's my reading Bible verse. So what does God say about focusing on money as a Christian? As you guys understand, we know automatically it's very, very clear that we need to keep ourselves and uh, our desire out of money, as the Bible speaks very clearly that yeah, money is the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, as you guys know. And it's very, very crucial that if you are following Christ and you are married and you have a family, the ways that you as a married couple has to undo your money, because that is a very root cause of evil that can destroy your marriage or make your marriage, in other words. But we're looking at what God says in His words here. Say, keep your life free from love of money and be content with what you have. For He has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. That is the Bible verse that we are really, really going to be focusing on very, very crucially, because as you guys know, it's not easy as a Christian if you don't have anything to eat and you have no money in your pocket and you have even nothing really to do. Um, you may focus on money instead of focusing on God. Now, we want to see some of the key things now. If you read from Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 10, say, whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. These two is meaningless. Now, Ecclesiastes always speaks about how life in general is, and how things that you do for your life sometimes can either keep you in Jesus Christ or move you away from Jesus Christ. Now, if you love money so much as a couple, I'm not saying you shouldn't have money. You should have money, and money can be helpful in many aspects of life, and you can use it well. But the Bible speaks very clearly in all aspects of the Bible that is totally a crime if you value money more than God Himself, if you value your life towards money more than actually moving your life towards Christ. Now, we want to look at this today as a couple. How can you manage your money in a way that it can't ruin your relationship in the house? Because I've seen many, many examples that I have that you find that a woman is making more money than the man, or a man is making more money than the woman, and this causes a lot of controversies and a lot of struggles between the two if they don't really talk together on how to manage their money together. Because I've seen how sometimes men, because they're working class and they're letting their women stay at home, they feel like they get to choose what they want to do with their money more than the wife, which is not necessarily a best way to handle your money as a married couple, as a Christian, because it's very, very rare where if you see a man having money, but still focusing on some of the things that he is supposed to do in relationship, because it's totally different if you manage your money together as a family than a person who is just taking charge of all the money and the income that they have, and totally takes them away from the life and the ability to manage certain things in your life, because it's really difficult to run your relationship and your household all in one income sometimes. But you may need a partner. That's why if you're in marriage, you are two together. The Bible speaks very clearly in Genesis. Once a woman comes to the man's house, automatically they become one. Now, if you become one, that means you share every single thing that you have together. There's no issue where you have this person managing this person managing this. You have to bring every facility, every aspects of money that you have together in your relationship, and you can see how to really manage certain things in your relationship. Because if you don't treat money as an issue in your relation, and you don't even totally talk about money, it's going to be a problem. Because if you get rich, or if you have more money, as we have just read here, you may turn your relationship into the love of money other than loving your partner, even loving God Himself for the first point, because you're supposed to develop the relationship between you and God more than the relationship between you and money, because sometimes money can draw you outside of the relationship that you're supposed to have with God. Why are you not supposed now to focus on the money than God? Why is it some people, why is it some people focus on money than God? You feel like you have billions of shillings, you have thousands of shillings, or you have thousands of dollars in your account, and you don't really put God first. Now, the Bible speaks here very clearly, as you guys know. I've just read the verse, and it's saying that in Romans chapter 13, verse 8, what does it say? Let no debt remain outstanding except the continuing debt or to love one another. For whoever loves others has fulfilled the law. Now, this is just giving you a little bit of how some other people would even go ahead to borrow money to survive, to borrow money from other people so that they can finance certain things in their marriage. This is going to ruin your marriage. It's going to bring issues and problems in your relationship. Why? Because if you don't discuss it with your partner, it's going to be a problem. You find that some people live together and they go borrow thousands of dollars from a loan company or wherever, and then what they do is their husbands or their wife realize at the end that you did this behind my back. It's going to be a problem. It will be a big issue if you don't discuss that with your partner. But the Bible is saying also you're not supposed to be in debt as a Christian. If you're in debt, it's something that the Bible is saying here. I'm just reading it here. Romans chapter 13, verse 8, saying, no debt remains outstanding except the continuing debt to love one another. Now, if you have debt of money, you borrowed money from a financial institution and you can't pay it, it's going to be a problem in your relationship. It will be a problem in your relationship, because instead of growing ahead and developing that a relationship together to move and show that care and love for one another, you're focusing on how can I really get more money in my relation and pay the balance that you have. Money, if not managed well and correctly in any relationship, is going to ruin the relationship. That is just what I want you to know. But our problem here is, do you want to manage your finance together as a family, or do you want to manage your finance as your own or by yourself without involving your partner in it? Do you want to grow together and love God and show the love that you have for your partner together with the other things that you do. Is money the only thing that you want to focus on? Is it your relationship or your marriage? Do you want to do that? So it's very, very clear and very crucial that every single time you prefer to choose money instead of God, you are going towards the wrong end. You're moving from God to the devil's debt, I would call it. Because if you don't manage your finance together, now, what are some of the practical steps that I want you guys to learn and do today as a couple to really manage that? Number one, I want you guys, if possible, talk about your money together. That's just a simple thing. Talk about your money together with your partner. It's very easy to some people, and it's also very difficult to other people. Some people totally don't even want their partner to know how much money they earn. Like how much money they earn, guys. Some people want to hide it from their partners. Trust me, it's going to ruin your marriage. It's not going to make your marriage excel or succeed in any way. In fact, you are showing that you love money more than your wife or your husband. It's very, very important that you take the church, you take the ability to really improve on your relationship with God. And then all other things will come in. Now, the kingdom of God, as we always say, is very, very open to anyone. And Bible speaks in Matthew that seek and you will find. Ask and you will be given. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Now, if you want to get money and you want to manage your money correctly, the way God wants it to be done, first of all, talking about money, that is my first point. Then second point is to tithe. Give 1/10 of your money, wherever money you make in your marriage. Sit together and get that tenth of the money and give it to God, because He is the one who has given it to you, and He wants to see how you can manage it. He will give you more if He sees that you are managing your money in the right way. He will give you back to you. Look, it's very, very important that we handle money in our relationship really well. Now, Psalms chapter 37, verse 16 to 17 speaks about better the little than the righteous have than the wealth of the wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. Now, if this is what the Bible speaks about wealth and money, you can't build wealth if you two does not come together and bring your money together. If each one of you is doing their own thing, the other one is doing his or her own thing, you're not even thinking of, oh, how can I bring this together? How can I manage this together? And your family is like in a shambles, I would say. It's like somebody's here, we are living together, we are married, but I don't know really what to do. Things like that. It's very, very difficult, guys. You should understand and see which ways to really manage your wealth and your money. The only way to bring wealth in your relationship that God also approves of, and you will see His hands over you, is by giving Him the tithe. Whatever wealth you have, it doesn't really need to be your money. You can tithe anything, starting from your time with your wife, starting with your time with your children, starting with your time with your friends and families. Okay. If you have the money, you're making money, bring your money together and you tithe it to God. That's going to be a big thing, and that will help your relationship. It will manage your time together in all aspects of your love. Now, as Mr. Lofter, you guys know, it's going to be, I'm going to do this regularly. And whenever we have guests, I will also bring guests in so we can discuss things to do. As Voicing the Kingdom podcast, we give you every single discussions together as we bring the latest and stuff that we can discuss together in the Bible perspective, and also our own human perspective on how we can see to bring people together and really discuss marriage issues. Today we are talking about money. We have talked about money because in God gives you things so that you can share with others. That brings me to the third point. If you talk about money with your wife, it's not going to bring issues in your relationship. If you talk about money in your household, it's not going to bring issues in your relationship or in your marriage. Now, the second thing that we talked about is tithing. If you tithe your money, you're going to be blessed. That's just what God's always say. Hide your treasures in heaven, and you will not seek for it. You will not lose them. I mean, if you hide your treasures in heaven. It's very clear, very open. That is what I have for the two. Now, the third one is share your money, give your money to the poor. Very practical. As a married couple, if you talk and have a portion of money that you give to the poor people who need help, he's there to be with you, he's there to support you. It's going to be very, very helpful in so many aspects of your relationship. There are things that we can discuss, so many of them, guys. But I just wanted you to really know that we still have Raising the Kingdom podcast, and we're going to be talking about this, so many things in these coming weeks, and it's going to be really live on here on Mr. Laughter channel, and we shall have lots later on. As you guys know, I'm also an artist and I do gospel music. We're going to be having a new song coming in as well, and it's very, very encouraging and loving. That's what we have for today, guys. So manage your finance well and have a good time. See you guys. One love.